With the Suicide Squad being one of the most successful films of 2021, I thought I would sit down and tell you all the villains that I would like to see join Task Force X in the future. If they do a third film, these are some of the villains that I would like to see join Task Force X, along with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, Idris Elba's Bloodsport, and of course Ratcatcher 2, and possibly Sylvester Stallone's King Shark. So come along and we'll break down all the members that I would like to see on Task Force X and Suicide Squad 3. First up is Killer Frost, aka Caitlin Snow. Her powers include cold and ice manipulation, thermokinetic thermokinesis, and energy and heat absorption. Killer Frost is a very cold-hearted person, but under all of her cold-hearted villainousness is a scientist, Caitlin Snow. As seen in the Flash TV series CW show Flash, Caitlin Snow was once a scientist who was turned into Killer Frost by an accident. A metahuman with the ability to control all things cold and project cold. So, as a member of the Suicide Squad, she has been a member of the Suicide Squad before in the comics. Also in Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. So, she would be a really great asset to the team. Now on to the next member. Next we have Benjamin Turner, aka Bronze Tiger. With his tremendous master of martial arts skills and his sharp claws as a weapon, Benji is a very, very smart fighter and tactical person. Which is why I think he would be great. As seen in the CW show Arrow, alongside Oliver Queen, Bronze Tiger is a great fighter. I think he would be great alongside the Suicide Squad in their missions to save the world. Now we have Leonard Snart, aka Captain Cold, a master tactician, master thief, and strategist, extensive knowledge of cryonics, skilled marksman, and of course a cold gun. Now I know we had Captain Boomerang before on the first two movies, but he died, and I'm really sorry to say that, but like, Captain Boomerang was my favorite part of the movie. He brought a lot of comedic elements into the movies, but he died, and I'm sorry to all those who really miss him, and I really miss him too, but we need a captain, so I think Leonard Snark, aka Captain Cold, would be a good replacement for Captain Boomerang, and I'd really like to see him outside of like the Flash TV show, because he was only there for a short time. So I think Leonard Snark is a good candidate for Task Force X because he's been there in the comics. So Leonard Snark, Captain Cold, good candidate. Moving on. Now we're moving on to Black Manta. Now this is a good pick for the Suicide Squad 3. Genius level intellect, skilled in hand-to-hand combat and swordsmanship, high-tech armor grants, superhuman strength, speed and stamina, optic blast, built-in weaponry. We haven't seen that a little bit. We've only seen a little bit of that. And artificial gills for underwater breathing. We haven't seen much of him underwater. So, what I really want to see in the Suicide Squad and also Aquaman 2 is more of like Black Manta underwater. Like more of him like maneuvering and fighting underwater. That's what I want to see in Black Manta and Aquaman 2. And of course, these Suicide Squad if they put him in there in number 3. So, Black Manta would be a great asset to the team. He also has his submarine, which I also like them to use in the movie. So, Black Manta is a really good candidate for Task Force X. Plus, he could also waiver off some jail time. So, Black Manta, good candidate. Next, we have the Lavaging Count Vertigo. With powers such as flight, superb hand-to-hand combatant, magnetic boots, vertigo effect to alter the balance of others and induce dizziness or nausea. Count Vertigo could be a potential rival to Bloodsport in the next film. If they decide to bring Bloodsport back, if they do that. Like, you know what happened with Deadshot? Like, Deadshot didn't come back, and who knows? Like, if they bring Bloodsport back, which I'm thinking they're going to do that, Count Vertigo could be a really potential, like, rival for Bloodsport. Idris Elba's Bloodsport. Like, I want there to be a rivalry between Count Vertigo if they bring him in and Bloodsport. Almost like Peacemaker and Count Vertigo turns evil and stuff. So, that's what I want. Count Vertigo, next candidate, on the way. Possible other candidates include Ragdoll, Mirror Master, and Livewire. So, these are my picks for Task Force X for the Suicide Squad 2 or Suicide Squad 3. Some will betray the team, some will die. But everything knows for sure that there's some bad mother effers. Bad to the bone, rotten to the core. So, see you guys in the next one, Joker Mites, and this is my video. See you in the next one. Bye.